It supports our whole body. Super important for balance and posture and well-being.
Yeah.
There's 26 bones and 33 joints and over 100 muscles, ligaments, and tendons in our feet.
Put your best foot forward. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 60. Hello, welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness. Check it out over at waterdistillers.com. And put your best foot forward. This sounds like another one of those fabulous, motivational, lift you up kinds of episodes.
Well, it kind of is.
Yeah, well, they all should be. We are all about positivity here.
Yes.
But the foot is something that, we don't always talk about.
No, it's really, we're talking about the feet.
The feet,
So,
right.
Yeah, we often neglect our feet because they're so far from our eyes.
Yeah.
They're down at the bottom.
They're on the bottom of the
body.
Yeah, bottom of the body. So they're just, okay. And recently we got a foot soaker, which I really liked.
Yes.
So it's kind of fun. So I've been thinking about my feet actually a lot lately.
Yeah.
So
because you've been using them.
I've been using my feet a lot.
Yes.
It's amazing how the foot works into the overall, body.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the base. It is
the base.
It keeps us standing up, right?
Absolutely. It supports our whole body. Super important for balance and posture and well-being.
Yeah.
There's 26 bones and 33 joints and over 100 muscles, ligaments, and tendons in our feet.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Well, also, too, like if you didn't have your big toes, wouldn't that really mess things up?
Yeah.
Because
really
the big toe is kind of part of your balancing,
Absolutely.
we need everything.
We do. And it's vital for mobility, which is just as I'm seeing my mom age, my 94-year-old mom, and the people where she lives in a senior living place, just their mobility. When your mobility goes down, your health goes down.
Yeah.
And so you really want to keep your feet healthy, your legs, obviously your whole body. But
Yeah.
pay attention to the feet.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about the feet and their role and maybe how we support them, right?
Yeah.
Make them feel, it's like happy feet, happy person. I just made that up, but it is. I think you do need to keep your feet
happy. Yeah.
Just think about when someone breaks their foot. They're on crutches. Life changes.
I know. I twisted my ankle once, actually twice. Well, anyways.
Yeah.
And it hurts so bad. I can't walk for a while.
Yeah.
It's just so debilitating.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't go do this. I can't do that. It's even hard to just make dinner.
Yeah. Anything with where you're, because again, so much of that is the foundation, the base of our whole body.
It is. And the average person walks 100,000 miles in their life.
In their lifetime.
100,000.
I think you're going to say 100,000 steps. Those people with the little Fitbits are going crazy. 100,000 steps. Are you kidding me? But yeah, isn't it amazing when you even on a daily basis, how many steps do you take?
Yeah.
It is kind of
We're talking about what our feet are doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
It is. So it should be part of our routine, our daily routine of just looking at our feet and seeing how they're doing. Look at the nails. Look at the bottoms of them, the tops of them, see how they're doing.
Right.
And then taking care of things. The sooner you take care of an issue when something starts to come up, the quicker and easy it is to solve it.
Right. And with essential oils, the
Yeah.
foot is actually one of the best places to put essential oils on.
It is.
Isn't it? Because you can get it right in your system. And why is that?
Yeah.
I know it's all about the VitaFlex, right?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question.
Oh, was that coming up later?
That was coming up.
Okay.
Maybe I should answer that in just a little bit.
Yeah, yep. I don't want to
Okay.
get ahead of the game here.
Okay.
So, sorry.
So, also just about the foot, sometimes a person can have knee problems or hip problems that relate to their foot.
Oh.
When their foot is kind of messed up, it can cause back problems, hips, knees.
Yes.
So sometimes people they think it's a knee problem. It's actually a foot issue.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah. So it is important, and to have like strong feet.
Mm-hmm.
And there's exercises a person can do for their feet, like going up on your toes,
Yep.
up and down. Also, if things are like, if your foot gets swollen, like that's a problem, or are both feet swollen, that's something to go see the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
That's like concerning. If your feet are cramping up, maybe you've got some dehydration
Oh, yeah.
going on, or just need some
Right.
other support. Tingling in your feet. You're not getting the nerve supply to the
Ooh.
feet.
Yeah.
And so there's things you can do, like our friend Tim does myokinesthetic therapy.
Yes. Shout out to Tim.
Yes. And just helping the nerves work better. But that's a concern. If you're feeling tingling like all the time in your feet, that is not normal.
Right.
And that should be something checked out.
Right.
And cold feet, there could be issues with that too.
Yeah.
So
We're not talking about the emotional cold feet, like when someone decides they don't want to get married or whatever.
right. Pay attention to that too.
I wonder how that term came up, though. If you think about, they had cold feet.
Yeah.
There must be some kind of emotional attachment to feet that are cold. It's your circulation, maybe, or whatever.
Yeah, it definitely relates to the circulation.
We could do a whole podcast on that.
But that is interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, so we want to take care of our feet,
Absolutely,
obviously.
yes.
So do you have any tips on what we can do to just, on a daily basis, just to kind of, keep the machine running?
Yeah. So, after you take a shower or bath, look at your feet, keep them clean and dry, dry between the toes, because you don't want to get athlete's foot and stuff like that.
Right.
But keeping them clean and dry helps prevent that.
Yeah.
Just look at them. Are things looking good, or are things looking bad? Is the skin looking good or not? Is there a little issue that needs to be taken care of?
Right. Is it dry? Is it flaky? Is it soft like it should be?
Yeah.
Right.
And then, wearing good shoes that fit you.
Yes.
That is important.
Yes. Don't skimp on the shoes, because they can actually, bad shoes can actually hurt you.
Exactly. They can. They can hurt your feet. So
you get good support.
That's important. We love good shoes.
Yeah.
Because you use your feet so much, and we want to support that. So some of those exercises are like ankle pumps, or just moving your foot back and forth.
Yeah.
Going on the tiptoes, going up and down, flexing the toes, and trying to pick up things on the floor with your foot.
Yeah.
Like your toes and your foot. That does help strengthen your foot.
Yeah. How about I like to do the circular ones, where you move your feet counterclockwise, clockwise, it just really kind of helps loosen things up.
It does. And writing the alphabet with your foot in the air is
that's kind of cool.
Ways of moving it around to help mobility and strengthen it. So those are great things to do. You can roll a tennis ball under your foot, or racquetball, or one of those kind of balls.
We have that little wooden roller with the ridges in it. Oh, that feels so good when you just roll it back and forth at the bottom of your foot. What are you, stimulating nerves or something when that happens?
You are. And just taking care of it. Think of how good a foot massage feels.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody loves a foot massage, don't they?
Yeah. Plus, you can do the raindrop technique on your foot.
The raindrop.
Didn't you just recently do that when you were away?
I did. I was up on a silent retreat, And I brought my raindrop oils and did a raindrop on my feet because I can't do it on my back on myself.
Right.
And it felt so good. I slept so good that night.
Nice.
After a raindrop, I always sleep really good. But it's just supporting the whole body.
Right.
You know?
It is. It is great.
Yeah. You can do a foot bath with Epsom salts and some essential oils.
I have been doing those. I
know.
love it. Like, I'm kind of getting ready for the marathon. When I do those long runs, I come back and my feet are just tired. They're fatigued, and it's so refreshing.
Yeah.
I love it.
So you could do lavender, you could do stress away, Aroma Siez. There's actually several oils that you could use for that.
Right.
If you're looking at your toes and you want to support your toenails, tea tree is a really good oil to support the toenails.
Right. Yeah, I use that.
You know, I know. That's a great one. And so you would ask, why should we put oils on the bottoms of our feet? Because that's talked about a lot.
Yes. We've talked about that in other episodes. I can't remember which one, but you'll explain now why it's good. Yeah.
So there's big pores on the bottom of our feet, and there's no hair.
Oh.
And there's no sebaceous glands, which is like this oily sebum that protects our skin and actually helps us from not absorbing things too easily. But that's not on the bottoms of our feet or the bottoms of our hands.
Interesting.
That's the only place we don't have sebaceous glands.
Wow.
So, and just in general, we have oil on our hands and feet. Mm-hmm. And our body, it's easy to absorb an essential oil onto...
You got a fly coming in here.
I know.
Boom. Okay.
It's easier for our body to absorb essential oils.
Right.
So, and it gets when it's on the bottoms of your feet, it gets into your bloodstream very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Because it's very easily absorbed. And it's not sensitive. So you can even put like the harsher or the hotter oils like oregano, peppermint, right on the bottoms of your feet without causing sensitivity.
Yeah, sometimes you put those on other areas of your body and it can get really hot.
Yeah, it feels too hot, and then you
have to put oil on it.
Need to dilute it with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil or Young Living's V6 oil or something like that. And the feet have around 72,000 nerve endings, which is a lot of nerve endings.
Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it?
I know. And according to Reflexology, they say your whole body's represented on the bottoms of your feet and the bottoms of your hands, or the plantar parts of your feet and your hands. And so by putting oils on certain parts of the hands and the feet, and we can like put a chart up in the podcast notes. Yeah. You can see where the body is represented, and you can put oils on those spots. Yeah, like if my digestive system isn't top notch, I can put some oil there to support that, you know, on the hands and the feet. Nice. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And, you know, that's putting oils on your feet is one of the main ways you tell people to do anyway. Yes, not just for your feet, but just because it gets into the body so fast.
Right. And also if like maybe you have a kid or relative that you would like to put oil on them and they don't like the smell. Yeah. You can put it on the bottoms of the feet and then put socks on, and then they won't smell it. Yeah. You know?
Good point.
Interestingly, some people, you put the oil on the bottom of the feet and they taste it in a little while.
That's
because
weird.
It gets through the whole body.
Wow. That is really kind of interesting.
I know. It's very cool.
Awesome.
So, and like just think about giving yourself a foot massage right before you go to bed.
Sounds wonderful.
I know. Put some oils on your hands. Yep. Massage your feet. It's going to help relax your body, you know, and you're going to get those really good oils into your system and fall asleep easier.
Yeah. Sounds like our self-care episodes that
I know.
Can go. All this information you can find out that we're talking about over at Hunt4Wellness.com. This is episode 60, so any links to anything we talk about is right on that page. And just check it out, Hunt4Wellness.com. That's where you can find all our episodes, all 60. It's a big number, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's pretty amazing.
Before we wrap up, anything else, or do you still have some more?
Just a couple things. If your feet are sore, like after running a whole bunch, something like that, you can rub Panaway on the bottoms of your feet or the CBD muscle rub. That's really, really nice. Yeah. And like my mom will rub those on her legs to just calm her legs for the night. Nice. And that's been super great. Also, Young Living has this LavaMint softening foot scrub that has peppermint and lavender in it. And it's got also some natural exfoliants like volcanic sand, pumice, something earth, and coconut shell.
It's a long word.
It is. Yeah. And you can just rub that. It kind of exfoliates the feet and it's cooling. It's refreshing. It's a really nice product. And then just some other oils for the bottoms of the feet, like grounding. That's a great oil for the bottom of the feet. A new essential oil is called Roots. That's also another good like grounding type oil, really good for the feet. And if your feet are really sweaty, pine is a great one to put on there. And Purification, that is like get the stink out oil. So that you can put that in the shoes, you can put them on the bottom of the feet. And if you're going out in a real buggy area, even putting that on the bottom of the feet can just help you not be so bugged by the bugs.
Yes, absolutely. We don't want to be bugged by the bugs.
No, we don't.
All right. Well, do you want to add some spiritual element to this, since this show is about mind, body and spirit? How do the spirit and feet go together? Well,
so in Psalm 119, 105, thy word, God's word, is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto my path. And so he shows us the way to go. And then I love Psalm 91, where it says, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. On their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone. So protecting you, watching over you, keeping you safe. And Psalm 121, I love this. From where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. So he is watching you and guarding you as you trust in him. So what a blessing. Yes. What promises.
I thought you were going to do the one from the New Testament where they say, if you go into a town and aren't welcome, you shake out your sandal or you don't wash your feet or something like that. Yeah, Jesus washed
Shake the dust
disciples.
Off your feet. Yes.
Shake the dust off your feet and then put oils on them.
Well, yeah. My goodness. Think about Mary, who anointed Jesus with this fragrant ointment and then wiped it with her hair shortly before he was crucified on the cross and said he was being anointed before his burial. I mean, and she broke open this container that was worth thousands and thousands of dollars in our days. Yeah. And she was criticized for it.
Must have had rose essential oil in it, right?
I think it was spikenard. I think that's what I've heard it was said to be. But that we're still talking about it to this day. It was done 2,000 years ago, and we're still talking about it. It wasn't a waste.
And the full armor of God in Ephesians 6, the feet is the gospel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there's lots. See, the feet are important, aren't they?
They are very important.
And it's important for us to put our best foot forward.
That's right.
Okay. This episode of Hunt4Wellness brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for great wellness. And you can even wash your feet with it. Can you imagine washing your feet with distilled water?
Yes.
Yeah, check it out, waterdistillers.com. And then walk on back. I'm going to throw all these references in. Walk on back to our next episode of Hunt4Wellness.